We've just been in this old mill in Llangollen. The old corn mill. It's a Brunning and Price pub now, but it was built by Trevor Lloyd in 1786, or it was rebuilt in 1786 according to this. Founded by the monks of Vela Crucis Abbey, the present mill was rebuilt in 1786 to grind corn. Closed in 1974 apparently. Now it's a pub. Used to sell antiques as well for a while. I think there's a bit sort of a arts and crafty type place called the Market on the Fringe across the way there, and they sell a lot of paintings and what have you, and there's a few little shops along the way selling a variety of goodies, vintage boutique. We're here with family today, so not particularly a professional walk. But, are any of mine ever anyway? Not really, I don't think. Might get a bit windy in a minute. I have got a dead cat on, but the wind in Wales can be a bit mean. Shopvacht. Shopvacht. That means small shop, little shop. I don't know if you can hear because there's a couple of dachshunds having a fight. It's not working. But that Shopvacht means little shop, small shop. Collapsible travel bowl.
What have they done to our words too?
Oh yeah. A disc was something that slipped when you hit your back.
I wonder if it shows up.
Yeah, you're better off taking a photo with something like that though, rather than a video.
Oh, right.
Because you can pause it and have a good read. The dragon. Oh yes, yeah, dragon on the side of the building. Not uncommon in Wales. There's a few little cafes and what have you dotted around the place. That one over there, the riverbank, I think it's got a terrace that goes out onto the River Dee, onto the rapids. And the one that we were just in now, the corn mill, has got a terrace also on the outside. Ice creams.
Choose.
Hey, you want a good tea?
Oh, it looks like we're having an ice cream. Ice creams look nice. Let's have a look.
Right. Come on, put here. Donuts.
Oh yeah, donuts.
And your answer, you
I
like
always-
donuts.
I never get them, do I?
You want a baked tart? Like what baked tart? What's the other ones?
I just have a single scoop, I think. I'm not mega big into ice cream. I like it, but I don't know. It bothers my teeth.
Choose a cone. Alright.
Right, I'll pause this for a minute until something interesting happens. Okay, a little bit further on now. We've come from the main road, which is just where that gentleman is, where we went to go and get an ice cream. And I thought, as we were in Llangollen and we haven't been here for quite some time, we'll have a quick nose at Plas Newydd, which is what the some people call the Old Maids House, because the Old Maids used to live there. some older buildings up this road here, but I think I'm not sure, but might get a decent view of Dinas Bran at some point. There we go. It's a place called Dinas Bran. It's a old hill fort type thing. I've got to admit, this is about as close as I've ever got to it. What's up? Oh. Somebody spotted a dog down there. He's scarping as I turn around. Look. But the Old Maids House is just up here, and I'm no expert on the place, but I believe it was a couple of spinsters lived there, the Old Maids of Llangollen, and they used to entertain some dignitaries of the time back in the 1800s. Who exactly, I'm not too sure. Wiki it. As you can see, the pavement's not 100% all the way up the hill, so if you are a bit wary of roads, etc., might be one to avoid. There's a lovely view there. Make a nice photo, that. See the church and the Dinas Bran on the top. Pretty. And I bet these houses are old. Lovely looking places. Right, I'll pause it as we're heading into just a housing estate. Right, so we've come up the hill now towards Plas Newydd, or the Old Maids House. I haven't been here for, oh goodness me, probably 30 years. I know it well, but it's been a heck of a long time since I was here. The grounds are open all year till 9 p.m. in summer. Spring, autumn and winter 9 a.m. till dusk, it says. So I think if you're going to head over here in the winter, then you want to get here in the daytime really, because otherwise you're not going to get to see the place. There's a tea rooms here now. There wasn't a tea rooms here last time I come here. You brought butties from the shop and that was it. But times have changed and people have come to visit. And they must have put in a tea rooms. But that, just ahead there, is the Old Maids House. Now there used to be a little bit more to it at one time. can't remember which side it was, on the left or the right, Google it, there was an extension. Now I seem to recall the extension being sold. I was told it was sold to Americans. What on earth Americans would want to buy a piece of an old house and take it over to America for, I don't know. Unless it was family or something related like that, but yeah, it was sold and moved. I just realised I'm in the middle of a stone circle here. See? And this here, I'm assuming, is the sacrificial table. Let's see how close we can get. I'm not quite sure where you're allowed to get up to. It looks like there's an entrance over this side, to be honest. I think there's an entrance way over here. I think. So you might be able to get a little bit closer to have a look at the place. You can go in. You can buy tickets to go in, but I think it closes about 4 o'clock and it's about 5:30, so unfortunately I think it's closed now for the day. I have been in, but like I say, it was easy 30 years ago, perhaps 40. It was a long time ago. You got the Dinas Bran Castle up on the hill behind. Might be able to see with the building ahead. I'm trying not to get in Anne-Marie's picture because she's taking a photo, see. So try and keep out of the way a bit. A pigeon. There was an old well here when I come, but I was talking to Mum about it and she remembered it and she said, good grief, that was wearing away when she was a little girl, 60 years ago, so it may no longer exist. But this is where the two ladies lived. Oh, and here we go, we've got the names. It's Eleanor Butler. I did used to know these names once upon a time, Eleanor Butler, she died 2nd of June 1829, on the left hand side of the door. And Sarah Ponsonby died 9th of December 1831, so she lived a couple of years after. But there's quite a lot of intricate carving on the wood, so I might go in and get a bit of a closer look. But it has been, goodness me, a long time since I come here last. Up there's some kind of offering being made or something. Looks like there's, I'm not sure what you call them, natives and a chap with a staff or a sword or a cross or something. Some really interesting carvings on here. A couple of lions by the door. The big door knocker. Dare I knock it? I don't know if these are angels or saints or priests or something praying by the door. Keep the demons at bay. A lion to scare the monsters away. I wonder if you can see anything through there. Can you see anything? I'll try and get it as close as I can. No, I think you're just going to get reflection. Lovely though, isn't it? And if you come here, it's not going to be a massive visit because it's not a big place. I mean, look, this is the size of it. See, it's not particularly huge. And like I say, some of it was sold off and taken away to. Well, I've heard rumours of America, but like I say, I don't know if that's true. I'm sure Wiki is our friend there. I'm sure that'll give us a bit of an idea. There's a lot of shutters up on the windows, I suppose, to keep the furniture inside from getting bleached by the sun and things like that, you know. And there's a little monument across the way here. Can't quite read it. I think it says in memory of Sarah Putch Jones, is it? Sarah Putch Jones, local historian, and I can't read that. 1930 something to about 1993, I think it is. Oh, Anne-Marie's got a picture of the inside. How did you manage that?
There's a little path goes down to a circular building.
Ah,
You can see inside.
I'll have to
The
get.
circular building.
I did try and get some,
I did it through the window.
but I wasn't very successful. I don't know what these things are, but the bees like them. Look at them. How many bees are on here? Yum, yum. Bee-tastic. The bees love them. There's plenty of them as well. I like bees. I'm a bee person. I always try and save them, you know, when they're looking a bit poorly. What's this say? Summits of the mountains enveloped in purple mist. And then it's got the Welsh. What's that? Copar one? Mynydd Oed, Dan, Orchid, Taff, Glasgow. Apologies if that's terrible. Anne-Marie say there's a little circular window you can see in. Where she saw that, I can't see it. There's a bit of renovative work going on here. What's that say on the door there? It's got and industry. Oh, I see. Sincerity, fidelity and industry. It's got written on the door there. It's an interesting looking door as well, isn't it? Look at this chap. We've got like a jolly looking fella on this side, on the left, and then on the right hand side you've got a particularly angry looking fella. Oh, is this the well perhaps? That's been, is that in there? No, maybe I'm going nuts. Like I say, it's such a long time since I've come here. Beautiful place though, isn't it? There is like a pigeon loft sort of thing. I don't know, well, I'm not sure if it is, to be honest. It's either a pigeon loft or some kind of a tower that we can go and have a look at as well. Anne-Marie's managed to Have a sniff in this here. Echo. Try and get as close as I can. It'll probably tap the screen, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be as good as Anne-Marie's telephone with its flash and what have you. There's a barrel in there. There's a barrel. I don't know if it's a churn. Barrel with a big handle on for spinning something. Guessing it's a churn. And I think there's a door here. Yeah, there's a door. See anything through there? Little. See if I can get my body behind it. There's enough body so you can have a bit of a nose. But yeah, this is a lovely place to visit. So if you're in the area, definitely consider having a look at this place, the Old Maids House, or Plas Newydd in Llangollen. And if you struggle saying it, it's not quite right because it looks like it's a load of L's in English, but you can kind of get away by saying clan, as in clans, goth, as in dark hair and black makeup and whatever. Listen to The Cure. Len, so clan, goth, Len. It's not quite right, but I think it's supposed to be Llangollen, but it's difficult to say if you're not Welsh. But isn't it lovely? Okay, I'll pause it there for a sec. I might stick up a quick short on YouTube. Brief one. Yeah, I'm just filming this for myself. I've done a little YouTubey type video, but I just wanted to get a bit more in depth on the carvings.
Just sounds like a barrel and that in there, like an old wooden barrel and whatnot.
Yes, I filmed there.
Oh, you done that? You saw that there? Yeah. It is nice to keep going. Lovely architecture. Like when they were ahead of the times and stuff. Beautiful. In this
The
way.
carvings are really gorgeous. I even love the wooden window shutters. I want some of them in my house. Someone make me some, please. Look at the roof up there. And then this door, this little entry here is just lovely. Some of it looks a little bit supernatural almost. I mean, what's that? Looks like a cow's head. Does that bring prosperity or keep the devil at bay or something like that? I don't know. And this doorway must have been put in, I'm guessing, early 1800s, maybe late 1700s at a guess. Because I think there are either paintings or photos even of the ladies when they lived here. Look at these guys. And then you've got all these carvings, and above the door, I can't read it very well. I think it's Latin. Tantivan, I think that says. Watch for revert VRVS.
You're getting close-ups of it all, Andrew.
Yeah. UV NKU, no, KNUW, Nui the HOVRE. What on earth is that? might be Latin, I don't know. Right, I might get a... Hold on, put my bag and see if I can see that better. Hot.
Sit on that seat, but I don't want it off these videos though.
Oh. Just seeing if I can see if I've got a brighter lamp. Which I have, but I just don't know what pocket it's in. Got 1,000 pockets full of stuff here. Here we go, see if this helps at all. Better in the night though, really, this one. Tantivan Mon. Watch for. So is that Tantivan Mon Revert VRVS? And watch for UV. No, Nui, the hover. Interesting, I don't know what it means. I'm just going to have a quick look around.
You are. Yeah, go on. I might sit in there and have a sleep down there.
Look at these.
Beautiful.
Even more carvings. And then another door. They've really gone to town with the carvings on this. Look at this. That's the manger. That's definitely Christian, that. You can see a couple of sheep, shepherds, and Mary and the baby Jesus. So there's definitely a religious theme here. Is that Cain and Abel there? A dad standing over a boy with a big stick. A couple of chaps in fig leaves by a tree. Rings a bell too. And then there's an angel with a book and a chap. Not quite sure what that one's all about. And those at the bottom I can't tell really. But there's a certain religious theme on there, isn't there? I bet some of these other carvings are religious in nature as well. Yeah, this is the thing I call a pigeon loft, and I don't know if it is actually a pigeon loft, to be perfectly honest, but if it is, there's not many holes for the pigeons to get in. Let's see what it actually is. It might say, because it's got what they called info slates or whatever they are now. Here we go. This is it. Well, that's a herb garden apparently. All these herbs would have been known to the ladies and they would have used them for food, medicine, household use and cosmetics and enjoy their scent and flowers. But what was this? Doesn't say what this is. Maybe it does somewhere and I've just not spotted it yet. Now the well, I'm not quite sure. I've got a reasonable feeling that it's down here. There's a little gate there. I don't recall the gate, but maybe. Keep dogs on lead at all time. Oh, do I really want to climb down here and then all the way back up to find there's nothing here? Hup. Do you know what? Stuff it, I'm going. Well, it's been a while, I've got to admit, since I was down here last. I'm going to enjoy coming back up this hill, aren't I? Oh boy. I'm getting some steps in. Yesterday I did 16,500. Not too bad. I've done more today. Hello. Is it a female blackbird or a thrush or something? I'm not sure. I'm a bit rubbish when it comes to birds. Got a fern. Nice, isn't it? Laurels. Laurels grow quite well. Well, yeah, as you can see here. Laurels have a tendency to go a bit wild if left. I've seen them easy 30 foot high. Restoration works are going on. Restoration has started on the historic ram pump building in the dell. The remains are being cleared and rebuilt. Oh, okay. Ah, right. Yes. There is the well. And it is pretty worn, isn't it? They're restoring it, and Mum was saying that, you know, 60 years ago it was worn then. I'll just head over to the bridge and then start the long climb back up, I think. Hope the audio's coming out okay. Oh, there's Anne-Marie. She's discovered that I've come down here. Hello, love. There isn't a great deal. They've been doing some restoration work here, so it's all been pulled down. I wonder if this is where they got their fresh running water from in the 1800s, because this will always be flowing, won't it? And I think flowing water's safer, isn't it? Actually, you've got the River Dee down the road as well, and that flows like heck. There's the well, dear. What's left of it. It's nice that they're doing it back up though, isn't it? Right, let's have a proper read of what it says. On this sign here, it has got written down, restoration work has started on the historic ram pump building in the dell at Plas Newydd. So it's a ram pump building, not a well. The remains are being cleared and then rebuilt in line with the local memories of the structure. There are no photographic or written records of the pump building, but a social media campaign in lockdown requested memories of the building have helped to shape the design. The building was originally shaped like a stone dome igloo with a door and window, which is now being reinstated. The window and door will have metal grills for security to stop people getting in, but will also enable visitors to look inside and see the remains of the workings. The feature will also be interpreted before a bog garden is planted with volunteers. I think back in the day you used to actually be able to get in there, but with this being modern times, stuff gets smashed to pieces, doesn't it? So probably a wise decision to stick bare grills on the windows. I'm still not quite right since me little bout with COVID. I'm still not very good at word finding. I have to think. That's why I pause quite a lot when I'm talking, because I'm thinking about what word I should be saying. Because if I don't think, I come out with something random like, wow, look at that tomato, when I mean brick. You know. Here we go. Here's the lovely bridge. I'm assuming the ladies of the house would have walked across this. I think there is something else in the dell as well, isn't there? Isn't there something a bit further on, darling? Just there, or is it my imagination? I'm going on 40-year-old memories here, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, look. Go have a play with these. Propellers, yes. Come here. Look what I got. Well, hey, let's go for it. That's proper good. If you're 12. Bird box up there. Nice one. Good to see. I thought there was something over here. No, maybe not. I thought there was like a building. What's this little plaque say? This natural seating area has been created from the wood of an elm tree that stood during the time of the ladies of Llangollen 200 years ago. Unfortunately, it had to be felled last year as it became unsafe, but the wood remains here in the dell for you to enjoy. Please, no barbecues. Oh. Well, after that long walk, I'm goosed, so I'm going to sit on Mr. Elm. Oh, cheers, Elm. Anne-Marie's getting a picture of me. Oh, dear me. What a nice little place. Obviously in more recent years, well within the last 200, they built houses and what have you closer to the woods here, and you can hear the sound of kiddies running around and what have you. Sure, it was a little bit more remote back in 1829 and the late 1700s and what have you, when the ladies lived here. But it was very quiet, but it's still fairly placid. Nice, eh? Right, I'm going to go and find where Amber-E's gone. I'm going to try and wake up, and then I'm going to enjoy a lovely walk back up the hill. Something to look forward to, isn't it? I might not film that because it'll be too much of a chuckle for everyone else.